in June. As the warm glow of sunset fades, butterflies and songbirds settle into sleep. And now the sky belongs to night creatures. Big brown bats wake up in their secret roost. They live in the rafters of a farmhouse attic. The room is dark and quiet like a cave, but this cave is hot and dry. It's the perfect place for a nursery. Now the bats rush off on their nightly hunt. They stretch their wings and drop into the air one by one. Flapping and circling around an air vent, the bats squeeze through the narrow slats to the outside world. But one bat stays behind. She hooks her thumb claws into a rafter and hangs down. Soon she gives birth to a wrinkly pink bat pup. She cradles him in her tail apron and licks him clean. One thing I learned from the bat lady that I didn't know before is that bats have a tail apron. And it's just a flap of skin that's attached to their two hind legs and their tail. Mama bats use it as a cradle, but all big brown bats use that tail apron for another purpose that comes up later in the book. So see if you can pinpoint when that happens. The pup can't see it, but he can hold on. He snuggles under his mother's wing and drinks the warm milk she makes for him. A few nights later, the mother bat leaves her pup alone while she hunts. He clings to the rafter upside down and calls for her to return. His squeaking cries echo through the darkness. Finally, at dawn, she returns to feed him. The pup grabs onto her fur and purrs himself to sleep like a kitten. Bats purr. I did not know that. Until the bat lady goes, you need to hear this. She put a bat in her hand, held it up to my ear, and it was purring like a cat. And I'm like, oh, let's go to my book. I'm always looking for new facts I didn't know before. Bats purr. Can you purr like a bat? Over the next week, the other bats have babies too, and while they hunt, their babies stay close together to keep warm. The oldest pup dangles from the rafter and pumps his wings for practice. He is almost strong enough to fly. When the pup is 3 weeks old, he lets go of the rafter and plunges into darkness. Whoosh! His wings flash open and catch the air. The young bat flies with his hands. His long fingers and short arms are wrapped between two layers of rubbery skin. So if you were a bat, your fingers would be so long, they would reach all the way down to the ground. When he spreads his fingers, his wings open wide. He pumps the air to dash forward. Loop, swoop, spin. He flips in midair and tries to snag the rafter with his toe claws. After lots of fluttery stumbling, he finally grabs hold. 1 week later, the mother bat weans the pup off her milk. He's a young bat now and needs to hunt for his own supper. He follows his mother out the air vent and gets his first look at the vast starry sky. Just then his mother zips by chasing a June bug. The bat leaps off the building and soars after her. He watches her swoop down on the beetle and scoop it up in her tail apron. Not only do mama bats use the tail apron as a cradle, all big brown bats use that tail apron to catch their food. They use it like a butterfly net. As they fly, they scoop insects up and bring them to their mouth using their tail apron. That's how they eat. Like his mother, the young bat uses his ears when hunting. As he flies, he opens his mouth and shrieks into the darkness. The pulses of sound spread like ripples on water. They bounce off objects and return to his ears as echoes. What's that called, everybody? Echolocation. The bat gets clues from each one of those echoes, and together they create a snapshot of the world around him. Trees, houses, other bats, food. An insect is flapping its wings up there in the treetop. It has skinny legs, long antennae. It's a moth. The bat pinpoints his prey. He shrieks faster, 30 pulses per second, 50, now 75. The echoes return at a furious pace. The moth has a secret weapon. She can hear the bat shrieks with a pair of ears on her back. She dodges left, whirls upward, then swerves to the right. The bat flies straight and cuts her off. Just before the bat attacks, he shrieks 200 times per second. The echoes are so close together, they return as a buzz of information. He rushes in for the kill. The moth has one last chance to escape. She folds up her wings and dives from the sky like a fighter plane, just out of reach. The bat doesn't go hungry for long. He learns quickly that a June bug is easier to catch than a moth. He bites through the beetle's armor and tastes his first insect meal, and after a week, the bat is a hunting machine, gobbling up 1/2 of his own weight in insects each night. By fall, the bat is fully grown. He follows his mother across farm fields and down a ravine. He skims one last drink from the river, then disappears into the hideaway. During the icy winter, the bat clings to the face of a stone wall. For 6 months, while he hibernates, blood barely flows through his veins. Some days, his body temperature falls below freezing. He's still alive, just waiting for spring. When the snow finally melts and insects flow through the field, the bat and his family will wake up and own the night sky once again. The end.